Hello and welcome to Spirit Dragon Tarot. Today's reading is for Scorpio for the full moon in Scorpio. Um, I did an astrology outlook for the rest of the month. That is in a link in the description box below. Please feel free to check that out to help you with some energies that are going on this week. There's a few things going on that might um, add to the full moon energies. Okay. Also, if you're returning, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, this is a safe space. Welcome. And I hope you enjoy the channel and like and subscribe and share if needed. Okay, so this is the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck. Spirit, what messages do you have for Scorpio for the full moon in Scorpio? Okay, Scorpio, this is in your first house of self and your identity and how others see you. What you don't see coming, protection. You're protected. You have your guides. You can call on Archangel Michael to protect you, and you have your ancestors, right? And the ascended masters. The ascended masters are those who have lived a human life and are now a spirit guide. Okay, and this is a number one card, which is about independence and new beginnings, and that's the magician. So like Jesus, Archangel Michael, uh, could be, the ascended masters, right? Mother Mary, if you believe that. Focus. 24, it's a 6 card. It's about harmony. It's about healing choices. It's the Lover's card. So perhaps you need to focus because the full moon in Scorpio is about transformation, right? We're shining the light on things that maybe you don't want to see, but things that you might need to release because they no longer serve you. So focus. And we have Psychic, a number 48 card, which is an 11 card, which is psychic abilities and intuition. Do you need to tap into your intuition? Do you need to listen to your higher self? Are there other things? For some of you, this might be a transformation in your spirit on your spiritual path, right? All right. Okay, this is the Weispel Tarot. Spirit, what messages do we have for Scorpio with this full moon in Scorpio? Messages for Scorpio, please. I'm getting some messages about, intuition. Today's the 21st, and today Venus is conjunct with Chiron. And what that is how you're loving will stand out in relation to your vulnerabilities, right? Chiron is your wounded healer. It's about deep wounds, right? But yesterday, Jupiter conjuncted Uranus, and that was a time for reinventing yourself. So if you're reinventing yourself, possibly, in the spiritual realm, then you need to focus, right? Focus and know that you are protected, and you can ask for protection, right? If you're meditating and you're asking your spirit guides, to come in, and you're opening the space to them, you can put a bubble of protection around you. Okay, you can ask Archangel Michael or your ancestors or anyone to help protect you during that time of meditation, and just ask for um, guidance to come in that is for your best and highest good, and that is in love and light. Okay, that way, because there are other kinds of spirits out there, right? So I always put a bubble of protection around me. Um, I've heard of pink bubbles, yellow bubbles. It's any kind of bubble you want. I'm very much connected to Archangel Michael. Um, he's the patron saint of the airborne. I was airborne when I was in the army, and he's also the patron saint of law enforcement. And that's my career that I'm retiring from. So I have a deep connection with him. I love Archangel Michael. Always just had a connection with him. Okay, Spirit, what messages, what guidance do you have for Scorpio for this full moon in Scorpio? What you don't see coming? The Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is about truth, right? Um, Perhaps this transformation, this reinventing yourself, is you're going to your higher truth, right? Or maybe the things that are no longer serving you that you need to release. Maybe you found out some more truths about them, and you you know you want to change them or um, remove them and somehow. And so just also know that when you release things, you don't want to just forget about them, right? You want to remember the lessons that you learned so that you don't repeat those lessons in the future, right? The Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is happiness, right? You have um, a couple, you have a child, you have two dogs, and you have an elder, right? So there's this happiness, and they're outside an arch, perhaps, of their town or city. But this is Ten of Cups is happiness. And you have the Seven of Cups, and that's choices. So in this transformation, in this reinventing of yourself, you have plenty of choices. So perhaps you need to tune or pay attention to your intuition so that you make the right choices. Choices are a lot. If you have a lot of choices, and just remember, you make a choice and it doesn't work out, you can always change it, right? We'll clarify that Seven of Cups to get some more clarification on that. And then you have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is about belief systems, right? In this depiction, you have like uh, a religious person, right? Like I'm just gonna say the Pope, right? And you have the two followers down here. So that was an old way that we used to um, communicate with God, right? We would go. I was raised Catholic, so that's how I was raised. That I would go to a priest, and then they would guide me, right? Well, now we're learning that we can talk to. I mean, this was the catch that I always questioned. It's like, well, why can't I ask God myself? Because I'm asking for forgiveness if I do something wrong, right? So yes, I would go to confession to a priest, but truth be told, I didn't always go to confession, but I did confess my sins, right? So um, I'm not going to get on Catholicism. I'm not a practicing Catholic anymore. I believe some things, but perhaps this reinventing of yourself is changing your beliefs, right? We're going to get a clarification on that card as well. So it looks like you have a lot going on, Scorpio, and it's all. Remember, this is in your first house about yourself and your personal identity. So maybe you're changing some things up, right? Okay, let's clarify this Seven of Cups, Spirit. What does Scorpio need to know about this Seven of Cups, please? Seven of Swords, the Lover's card, and the Empress. Okay. The Lovers and the Empress, and you also have the Ten of Pentacles. Um, but you have the Seven of Cups was clarified by the Seven of Swords, which could be lies and deceit, right? Um, or this person's taking what's his, right? And you have the Lover's card and you have the Empress. The Empress is Libra, right? Which is all about balance. And then you have Venus here. And, Venus is active this week and next week. You have Venus that just conjuncted Chiron today, and then on the 30th you have Venus squaring Pluto. And squaring is like a struggle or confusion, but it often can push you to make a decision. And Venus square Pluto is having feelings of frustration, yet they're inspiring, um, bringing transformation, but intense, right? Um, so these choices that you have, there are a lot of choices, and they could be based on maybe some past um, deception, right? That you had. Let's clarify that Seven of Swords, please, Spirit. What more does Scorpio need to know about this Seven of Swords? The Ace of Wands action, the Four of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. Okay, so wands, wands, wands. Wands are action and passion, right? So the Ace of Wands is a new beginning, right? And the Four of Wands is about a celebration or a graduation. And the Queen of Wands is very experienced. She's passionate, right? She has the sunflowers, which are pointing to the sun. That's happiness. So perhaps when you um, choose, make a decision with these choices, and there's just so much here. Um, it's going to be, you're going to make these choices based on your past hurts. Remember, you have Venus and Chiron, so you're going to be feeling um, those wounds, right? It might be a little more intense. You know, the full moon sometimes brings intensity, right? Um, so just know that if you focus and use your intuition, you can make the right choice, right? Let's clarify the focus card. Spirit, what does Scorpio need to know about this focus card? Looks like this is going to be an intense week for Scorpio. Focus. Let's see. We got the Page of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. So you're going to be offering things to others, right? But you have to be careful. Maybe that's what you're reinventing, is that maybe you give too much and you deplete yourself, right? You don't leave enough for yourself. But you have the Ace of Swords, which is truth, right? It's the pages are messages. So maybe a message of truth is coming in, but you have to be open to it, right? Allow. That's the Three of Wands is receiving. Allow. Be open to um, this message of truth. Okay. Let's clarify the Hierophant. Spirit, what does Scorpio need to know about this Hierophant? These possible beliefs, or please clarify if it's something else. The Ten of Cups, the King of Wands, and the High Priestess. Okay, so the High Priestess is so you know what this Hierophant is about, these beliefs or whatever, right? You know what it is. Trust your intuition, right? And then you have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands in this deck, um, he has a little salamander at his feet and salamanders in the draperies behind him. So salamanders are good luck, right? And he's very passionate. And then you have the Ten of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. So you know what to do to get that wish fulfillment. Okay? All right. Let's clarify, or let's get some messages. Message to you from Spirit. Messages to you from Spirit. Oops, let's see what that is. A couple of cards fell. There's 4 cards, but we'll take them. So we have the the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords, Justice, and the Two of Wands. Okay, so the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords. So there's some pain here that you need to heal, right? We have that Venus conjunct Chiron, right? So you got some feelings going on. You need to heal them, right? The wounded healer. Then you have the Justice card, which is balance, and then you have the Two of Wands, which is the ask. Okay, so the Two of Wands. So the messages from Spirit is, oops. Go ahead and ask for what you want, but be open, right? With the Three of Wands, be open to what you're asking for. And if you ask for something, don't say, I want $1 million. And then back in the back of your mind, you're like, well, that'll never happen. I just want it. Well, then you're not going to get it. I mean, I'm not saying you're not going to get $1 million, or maybe you are going to get $1 million, right? So just be open to whatever possibilities come, right? Don't be too general. What are the blocks, Spirit? What are the blocks for Scorpio? Seven of Swords again. King of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Hierophant again. Okay, so the blocks could be this foundation, this new foundation perhaps that you're building on your belief system, could be based on maybe some deceit that happened in the past. So be open again. Don't let that hold you back, okay? Because those were the blocks. Okay. Actions and advice for Scorpio, please. The Nine of Wands, the Temperance card, and the Eight of Swords. Okay. So the Nine of Wands and the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is self-imposed restrictions, right? She's blindfolded. She's got, which looks to me like a bandage. You know, it's not chains. It's not any kind of locks or whatever. Her feet aren't bound. The swords are not completely around her. So she can move. She has the ability to change her situation, right? And then you have the Nine of Wands, which is about patterns. But this guy's been working, right? He's got a bandage around his head, but he's ready to continue fighting if he needs to. And remember that you have Temperance, Archangel Michael again, right? Temperance is patience, but it's also protection, okay? Next 30 days, please, for Scorpio. Death, which is transformation, Strength card, and Victory, the Six of Wands. So the next 30 days, you are going to transform, Scorpio. You have the strength to do it, and you're going to be successful in it, okay? So focus and use your intuition. Know that you're protected, right? We have the protection card here, and we have Archangel Michael. Let's get some guidance from the Empath Oracle to close this out. Okay, what you don't see coming is purity. Okay. I read this card yesterday for one of the signs, and for some reason it's not sticking. So let's read it again. Purity. In the seemingly random moments of feeling, you tend to reach into the past memory of experience and dictate into the present what the emotions of the moment should be. What if you approach each presentation from others with a possibility that the dualistic judgment of your path may be dictating your intentions? With the energy of innocence, there may be an opportunity to gain better understanding of all the forces that make up the moment, allowing a better set of choices to be made. It's not that you should not trust your instincts, but instincts gained from prior wounds serves no one. So this purity card is saying Go is like the focus card, right? Go into this um, without those past wounds, without those past blocks, right? Gaslighting. Um, is somebody gaslighting you, Scorpio? Gaslighting is not. I don't like gaslighting, right? Um, we have our own thoughts, we have our own feelings, and we know, right? Our gut tells us, this is real. But when somebody gaslights us, it's causing us to question ourselves, and that's just rude, right? So be focused and make sure nobody's gaslighting you, okay? And then you have direction, okay? So you have some choices here. It's a very beautiful, colorful card. What direction are you going, Scorpio? Right? You're transforming, you're releasing things that no longer serve you. You have protection, right? Scorpio full moon is in your first house of self and personal identity. So um, be focused, right? Focus on your direction, right? And use your intuition to allow you to make better choices for that new direction that you're going to with this transformation in the full moon of Scorpio. Okay? You got this, Scorpio. Okay. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I'm putting out new videos, new readings. And also don't forget about the astrology outlook in the description box below. There's a link, and share this with anybody who you think might need to hear this. Okay? Until next time, Scorpio, have a good day.